Okay, so I'm going to be showing how to consistently land um, Soaring Wyvern Blade. Because I saw a comment and they were having trouble with getting it consistently. And I think I know what they're talking about. So I want to show how to never run into that problem again. But also how it's not all that consistent. Um, but it'll work every time, but it's not consistent. And I'll show you this. I'll show you what I mean. So, I'm fully charged, switch X, gauge. This is normal. I do element discharge. Everything's fine. And I can do Soaring Wyvern Blade just fine, right? No problems. And even when my bar is this low, I can still do it, and I can still do Soaring Wyvern Blade, no problems, right? So what's the problem? The problem is that you have that white bar in the center of the switch X gauge, and you need your yellow meter to be above that line. And as long as it's above that line, even if it falls below when using elemental burst or element discharge, as long as it's above that line, it's gonna work every time. You'll be able to use Soaring Wyvern Blade every time. As long as you start element discharge above the line. So I'm gonna fall below that line, and then I'm gonna try to do Soaring Wyvern Blade. And it doesn't work. The game won't let me do it. So it's pretty much that simple, but it's not consistent, and I'll show you why. If you don't do element discharge, it doesn't matter what level your meter is. It doesn't matter if it's below that white line or not. You can still do it regardless, as long as the meter is yellow. So if it's purple, I can't do the dive attack. I do the jumping slash. So that's why it's not really all that consistent, because the rules don't work the same depending on which version you're using. So the one with element discharge, if you do it below the line, you can't do the follow-up. But for the standalone version, it doesn't matter how far below the line you are, as long as that line is yellow, you're going to be able to do the follow-up. So, how to get Soaring Wyvern Blade consistently? Well, just make sure the bar is yellow. If you're going to do it standalone like this, and if you're going to do it after elemental discharge, make sure your bar is above that little white line. And that's pretty much it.